although most of the ancient pre-Christian customs in Europe were either brutally annihilated by the Church, forgotten or greatly modified, some, mostly shorter, have managed to survive until recent times. Such one custom was noted by Jacob Grimm in 1835, which apparently was practiced in the district of Schaumburg, a district in modern-day Lower Saxony, Germany. Unfortunately, Herr Grimm reported that the custom died out some 50 years before his writing. You will notice that certain elements are clearly taken from ancient Germanic ritualistic customs, like that of spilling and drinking the sacrificial drink. This custom mentions the name of Woden in a local, perhaps corrupted version, Wold. What is interesting here is that it is clearly stated that Woden, or Wold, is a deity the local population related to crop and harvesting. But then again, as you know, in Merseburger Zaubersprüche or Merseburg charms, Woden is also a healer. Almost certainly to these locals, Woden or Wold had other attributes as well, because in continental Germanic lore, Woden was the leader of the famous wilde Jagd or wild hunt. Thus, he possessed certain most likely superb martial qualities. But again, he had the other side, as we can see in these old customs. Other, very short old customs state that at the squire's mansion, when the rye is all cut, there is a Wodel beer served out to the mowers. Also, no one weeds flax on Wodenstag, lest Woden's horse should trample the seeds. Then from Christmas to 12th day, people will not spin, nor leave any flax on the distaff. And to question why, they answer, Wode is galloping across. We are also expressly told this wild hunter Wode rides a white horse. Moving on, we'll mention another related custom noted in 1593 at the end of the 16th century from Mecklenburg, modern-day German region of Mecklenburg, western Pomerania. Thus, in the end, we'll have an original, interesting, albeit short custom or ritual, if you will, that can also be practiced by modern-day farmers. Why not? To those who know more about ancient Germanic customs, this may serve as an inspiration for perhaps creating their own ritual or rituals, not necessarily related to farming. In any case, it is interesting to look at how our ancestors did things in their days, and to move away from numerous mistakes modern pagans made by creating so-called firmly fixed rules or dogmas of Germanic heathenism or Norse paganism. Here it is, a custom or a ritual from Schaumburg, as reported by Jacob Grimm. The people go out to mow in parties of 12, 16 or 20 scythes, but it is managed in such a manner that on the last day of harvest they are all finished at the same time. Or some leave a strip standing which they can cut down at a stroke as the last thing. Or they merely pass their scythes over the stubble, pretending there is still some left to mow. At the last stroke of the scythe, they raise their implements aloft, plant them upright and beat the blades 3 times with a straw. Each spills on the field a little of the drink he has, whether beer, brandy or milk, then drinks himself, while they wave their hats. Beat their scythes 3 times and cry aloud, Wold, wold, wold. Heavens vive at skytt, gym heidal van heaven zød, fulle krukken sangen het hei, uppnholte vest manigelei. Hei is nik barn und werd nik old, wold, wold, wold. Or translated, wold, wold, wold. Heaven's giant knows what happens, looking down from heaven, providing full jugs and sheets. Many a plant grows in the woods, he is not born and grows not old, wold, wold, wold. Then the women knock all the crumbs out of their baskets on the stubble. They march home shouting and singing. If the ceremony was omitted, the following year would bring back crops of hay and corn. Alternatively, at the end, after the part where you cry Wold, 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 one might add the formula Wode Odin rossen fodder, or in English, Woden, fetch now food for your horse, which was spoken over the last sheaf of the harvest. In Mecklenburg, this invocation is recited separately as a standalone invocation. All this can be found in a publication called Reallexikon der germanischen Altertumskunde, Bund 1, Volume 1.